Hey, Kurt here, and I'm walking around my house while talking to you because it's more interesting than a talking head video. Going into 2018, you have people writing these clickbaity blog posts, right? And it's like 2018 trends, e-commerce trends. And I get asked for quotes on a few of those, and they're fun to write, so I do it. But one of the common questions I got that surprised me was, in 2018, is dropshipping dead? I'm like, well, the truth is I really don't know. I don't do a lot of work with people who are doing pure dropshipping. But I think I alternately said yes and no. So I needed to know the answer to this. And I had the opportunity to talk to Tomas Slimas, who is the Chief Marketing Officer for Oberlo. And Oberlo specializes in dropshipping for Shopify. They have this integration tool. It's very cool. But they've worked, obviously he comes in contact with tons of people who are doing dropshipping. So I posed the question to him. I said, is dropshipping dead in 2018? What do you say to that? Yes, no, why? And he gave me a really good, compelling answer. And I interviewed him for the unofficial Shopify podcast. That'll be up in the end of February, I believe. But I wanted to recap some of what he told me because I was wrong. I judged dropshipping too harshly. It has good use and purpose, and that's what we're going to talk about on today's drive. All right, you may notice a change of set in studio here. Instead of the usual two-seater, I'm going to use my F-150, our family car, the big truck, the big red truck, which we love dearly. Not quite as flashy for a video, but still cool, still fun. On this Super Bowl Sunday, there is quite the snowstorm going on. And this thing, of course, eats up snow, lives for it, loves it, so I've got no issues. All right, so talking about dropshipping. Number one, is dropshipping dead? Okay, the answer is no and yes, yes and no. It depends, it's nuanced. But all right, dropshipping is dead because the old tactics are no longer going to work. The get-rich-quick dropship store is dead. Yes, and I think that's a good thing, and we'll get into it. No, dropshipping is not dead because there are plenty of people who can, will, and do make it work. And if you have an existing store, you can combine. You're selling your own product, you're having someone else fulfill it, or you're shipping it out of your garage. You could still backfill lacking parts of your own catalog quickly and easily with dropshipping, or use it to validate a new product category. So I love that idea about dropshipping with an existing store. Like, all right, we could quickly test ideas and skip over that initial acquisition process. So that's very cool. All right, so what won't work with dropshipping? Well, in the past, there's a lot of info marketers, get-rich-quick guys, YouTube folks, not unlike myself, who are out there saying, hey, I'll tell you how to make 7 figures in a month with your first Shopify store, and it involves dropshipping. Well, those people, we've got a lot of people chasing that. A lot of people tried it, it didn't work for them, and they threw the baby out with the bathwater. Lots of people now speaking up and saying, dropshipping didn't work for me. I tried it once, it completely failed, I made no money, or I lost money. And that's where we get this idea that dropshipping doesn't work. It was that big push that said, all right, go get rich quick, and now it's over. So I think that's good that's gone away with. Now, for the people in which dropshipping does work, I asked Tomas from Oberlo, I said, what's the difference? And he said, well, number one, their product is going to focus on trends. All right, so I thought that was interesting. He said a lot of the really successful ones, it's like they're building a brand or category that's focused on like a deal of the day type thing, where it's got a lot of urgency, scarcity, a low price point, it's an impulse buy, that kind of thing. It's very successful. Put it like a long form sales page, really put a lot of effort into the copy and advertising. And he said, number one, the successful dropshippers, this was interesting, don't start with trying to find a product. Absolutely don't. They start with trying to find an audience and mastering a single sales channel. I said, all right, so that makes sense. They're not putting the cart before the horse. They're going to find their audience first. Cool. I love, everyone who's going to sell online anything should be doing this. You need to find your tribe, your people, your rat people, as Paul Jarvis would say, first. Okay, cool. But how? How are they doing that? And he said, well, the people who fail take a shotgun approach. They try it across everything. They try everything once. It never works because you only tried it once. And they're like, oh, it didn't work for me, so none of it works. Okay, so what's the right way to do it? And he said, they master one channel. They don't even think about other stuff. And that makes sense. Talking to store owners, a lot of the complaints I often hear is, oh, I'm overwhelmed because there's so many things out there, so many ways to market, so much great info, right? And I'm contributing to that by making more great info. I apologize. So that's why I try to make this stuff actionable. But he said they master one channel, and almost always it's Facebook. Maybe it's Instagram, but it's probably Facebook. He said like 80% of the people who succeed at this get their stuff off, or build their audience from Facebook. I said, okay, that makes a lot of sense, and I like Facebook, and it makes sense. And then once they've mastered Facebook, they're confident with it. They know, all right, here's the people I can reach. Here's how many I can reach. Here's what they're interested in. All right, they found their market. They found their product market fit. Now they have to find a product and then build an offer around it. And dropshipping just makes that an easy plug and play endeavor. And then when you find something that works, either you could take the deal of the day approach, where you're just going to keep cycling through different dropshipping products you find, or you could use that. You don't have to stay with dropshipping. You can use it to build a relationship with suppliers, validate this idea, and then move to private label goods. So I must apologize. I have hated on dropshipping in the past. I looked down my nose at it, and I was wrong. Dropshipping, just like everything else, it is a tool in our e-commerce entrepreneurial toolboxes. So I should have not been so quick to dismiss it. And thank you, Thomas at Oberlo, for being very open and educating me about it. So I like that. All right. The podcast with him will come out at the end of February, the end of this month. You could grab it from unofficialshopifypodcast.com or subscribe to my newsletter, kurtelster.com, and you'll get an email when it goes live. And if you'd like to work with me on your next project or see what I'm up to, we launched a new website, super proud of it, ethercycle.com. Check out our case studies. Click that work link at the top. Oh my gosh, we put up this really cool format for case studies. Got some inspirational stuff up there. So I thought that was cool. And if you want to work with me, ethercycle.com/apply, or click that big red Get Started button in the upper right, and I would be happy to help. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.